Good day. So my guest here today is someone that I've literally cycled thousands of kilometers with before. Peter Thomson from the Thomson Smillie Foundation. Pete, it's so nice to have you back here and to chat to you about the second Thomson Smillie Pontdrift to Cape Town tour. I can't believe it's happening again. Welcome, and it's just wonderful.
Thank you. Yeah, thank you, Terésa. I can't believe we did the ride in 2021 and already we're now in 2023. It's amazing how time flies. But yeah, awesome privilege. Thank you for having me on your show. It's awesome to chat to you.
Pete, so I think just for people who doesn't know Thomson Smillie Foundation, let's just tell them what's this foundation all about.
Okay, Terésa. Well, I have a passion for education. I think you can see that we need to educate the masses, and not everybody is privileged to have quality education. So I, along with a colleague of mine, Gordon Smillie, we registered the Thomson Smillie Foundation, whereby we offer secondary school bursaries to children. And the idea is to actually eventually cover the whole of South Africa, right from Pontdrift all the way down to Cape Town. We have started in Cape Town, and we started with a school down there, Fish Hoek High School, and we're in the third year. They started in grade 8. They now are actually in grade 10, and their school fees have been actually funded until grade 12 already, and we've got 3 children that we're educating there as well. So it's really about education, uplifting and giving opportunities to underprivileged or less fortunate people to get quality education.
Pete, I will never forget the first time that I've met you in person was actually on the bike. We were cycling together, and within the first 5 minutes, the conversation was about children. And you were telling me, you said to me that you really believe that the only way we can change our future and the future of our children is by education and investing in kids. And you know what, it was really, I remember it so well because it was really a heartfelt message. And yeah, it's so nice to see that you living the message and you actually doing what you're saying. So yeah, thanks for that.
Yeah, thanks, Terésa. I think our late Nelson Mandela, he said education is really is so important. It basically is what the future of a country relies upon, and it's that can change a country and a world only through education. So I strongly believe in that, and I want to, obviously, on my time on earth, want to give as much back that I can to communities who aren't as fortunate.
And what I can say is I was privileged enough to experience the entire ceremony where I met the children who's benefiting from this event and from this foundation. So yeah, it's real. It's something that's really close to my heart. So yeah.
Fantastic.
Pete, but tell us about the tour, this year's tour. Thomson Smillie Pontdrift to Cape Town 2023. What is it all about?
Yeah, so yes, Terésa, thanks. So basically, very similar to last year, we start at Pontdrift. We go up on the 27th, Sunday, the 27th of August. We start riding from Pontdrift Border Gate on the 28th, and we ride into Polokwane, 206 kilometers, all on a road bike. Then we go Polokwane. We change the route slightly. We don't go head towards Groblersdal. We now head towards Bella Bella. Okay. So then there'll be a further 175 kilometers on road bikes. We overnight at Bella Bella at a place called Klein Kariba. Then we ride from Klein Kariba into Bryanston, into STS's offices. They are a major sponsor, and they are involved for the second time in this tour. So we ride in there, and we overnight. The nice part is everybody gets a night at home, so we all go home and have a home cooked meal, and we obviously then regather the next morning, and we ride to Parys, and we overnight at Parys. Then we go Parys to Tiernissen, and then from Tiernissen to Tromsburg through Bloemfontein. We are actually organising that we actually stop at the Bloemfontein Cricket Stadium, where I think the national side is practicing for or having nets for a big do, and they are putting on a braai for us there.
Oh, wow.
Then, yeah, so that should be fun, thanks to Terence, who's arranged that. We then, obviously, from Tromsburg, we ride Tromsburg to Hanover, and then from Hanover, we ride to Fraserburg, and then from Fraserburg, we ride all the way to Sutherland, and then Sutherland we ride into. So we literally meander all the way down the country. We basically do a total distance of just under 2,100 kilometers, and it takes us 12 days. We're averaging about 175 kilometers per day over those 12 days.
Oh. Pete, and you finish once again in Fish Hoek, at the Fish Hoek High School.
Yeah, absolutely. So we've actually had the buy-in from Fish Hoek this year. They already put out a big media campaign. They're going to have media there. They're already sending it out to the whole Fish Hoek fraternity community, should I say. And yes, this year it's going to be bigger than last year. They're going to have 600 of their students welcoming us in to the school. And we do actually have some of the sponsors going to be on stage. We have people from I&J who are going to be present. We've got Justin Mason from STS, the founder of STS. He's going to be there and awarding the medals. So we actually have a lot of the corporates representation who will be on stage to witness the ride and to celebrate obviously this occasion of granting the school the much needs for these kids' education.
Pete, I know that a charity like this cannot exist and cannot be successful without sponsors. And I know how difficult it is these days to find good sponsors, because there's so many causes and foundations out there, and everyone is trying to do something and make a difference. But please tell us about the Thomson Smillie Foundation sponsors for this tour.
So, Terésa, yes, I think at the end of the day, you're so right. And I take my hat off to all these foundations that are making a difference in whatever area it may be. It could be obviously in relation to looking after animals or whatever the case may be. They are making a difference to this world, because at the end of the day, foundations, let me tell you, are a lot of hard work. I'm very fortunate. I run a business and it's kind of has built itself that I'm kind of in part retirement. So I do this not for money. There's not a cent we earn from my involvement in the foundation. And every single rider, they actually raise the money to pay for their own ride. It doesn't come from any of the contributions made by the companies. We are BEE level 1, which means they get the deductibility or the much needed points that they require on their scorecards for business tenders, etc. So there's a benefit for them in that they've got to, by law, contribute a percentage of profits to maintain a scorecard. So that has helped us in a way. And they're companies that buy into the vision that education is the only way that we're going to change the outcomes of this country. I think we've seen very poor decisions being made in government by people who lack foresight and educated decision making. And I think we can't change that, but I truly believe that our young generation are the people we need to turn to make sure that in the long runs that this country will become a place that we can all be very proud of once again.
So Pete, who are the sponsors for this year?
So Terésa, yeah, we obviously, the nice thing is the difficult part is finding the sponsors, as you made mention in your previous comment. It's never easy to find corporate sponsors, but we've actually have found some corporate sponsors that have bought into our vision and also agree that education is everything, because when you educate the masses, so the economy picks up and job opportunities come along, etc. So they realize that money's got to be thrown at education, and it's their passion as well. I'm very fortunate. I'm very happy to say that Sectional Title Solutions are once again on board. They have become a sponsor for the second time, and it looks like that they will continue to sponsor a leg of the trip. We then have got I&J.
Oh,
Been
that's
around
exciting.
since 10, so they are 113 years old this year. So a huge company. And the nice part about I&J is their head office is down in Cape Town. So that's also very nice. They're going to actually send 8 to 10 of their riders to join us on the last day to ride into Fish Hoek. So that's going to be a lot of fun as well. We've got a company called Biotronics. They're 60 years old, and they also have committed and put money into the cause. We've got a company called Stay Cold International. That's a big, large refrigeration manufacturing company. They in Paris. We ride into Paris, and we are being taken through a tour through their factory when we arrive there. We are going to obviously meet some of the executives at Stay Cold. So we're looking forward to them as well. Then we've got Nikki Thomson Art, who's a renowned artist. She is again committed to putting some money into the tour, so we thank her for that as well. We've got BCRCA, which is my distribution company. We've also a second year involved and will always be involved in the cause. And then we've got companies like High Five Nutrition. They've donated 50,000 rands worth of nutrients for the riders along the route. So we're looking forward to, and we've already been testing their supplements. They are fantastic. They're probably the best I've ever tasted. So we look forward on riding on their nutrition. We've got Chicon, which actually is the sponsor of Tali Bukacha. They are manufacturing all our tops and bibs over in Italy. They're handmade. So they are making up our kits, and a big thank you to them as well. In fact, they've offered us an incredible deal, which is fantastic. And we've got Alistair's company called Alicat Events. He is basically going to do all our media reporting along the route. So what will happen is people can follow the tour by going onto Thomson Smillie Foundation social media links, and people can actually follow us all the way down and see the commentary day by day as we go along. So thanks to Alicat Events. We've got the likes of, and I'm just trying to think of a few others. I think I've covered the majority of them. So very, very blessed that companies have bought into the cause and have come generously to the table and really looking for long-term commitments. My idea was always, if I could get the event to where we've got 10 corporate sponsors who commit to 5 to 10 years sponsorship, and you've got riders wanting to book in, because we're looking for riders already for next year. So any rider who wants to travel down the length of this country, let me tell you what, it is an awesome privilege. You've done it, Terésa, you know what it's about. It is fantastic to sit on the saddle of a bicycle and ride the length of our country over 12 days. It's actually very emotional when you're riding to Fish Hoek High School, and a fantastic way to see the country. And yeah, as I say, it's not expensive to actually get on the ride. It's costing each rider 15,000 rand, all accommodation in hotels, all food, everything paid for along the route for 12 days. So basically, we make not a cent out of the riders. It's really for them to pay their way and to experience it. And why we do it as a riders is quite simple. It's because we don't come from disadvantaged backgrounds. It's for us to suffer on the bicycle and feel the pain that people feel every day waking up in this country in the poorer and disadvantaged communities. Just surviving is a mission for them, is a painful experience. So it's for us riders to experience that and to build up that passion to want to uplift the poorer and the less fortunate communities along the way.
Well, Pete, I feel better now because I can assure you I did feel some pain last time. there was a lot of pleasure, but I definitely did experience some pain. But just to get back to the sponsors, I think really it's such a good reflection on the foundation to see that people truly believe in what you're doing and that they're prepared to invest in what you're doing. It's really nice. You should put a feather in your own hat for that. And yeah, thanks for making a difference.
Yeah, no, thank you, Terésa. I take no credit. I've got an incredible team that's behind me. And Annie Janssen van Rensburg, she's our tour manager this year. A lot of work's gone in by her, organizing the various stays at the places that we're going to stay. And yeah, it's just been a team effort. And you know what? A team stands for together. Everyone achieves more. That's what it stands for. And I truly believe that it's that what we are doing is going to make a difference to a lot of communities along the route. And that's what's important at the end of the day.
And the riders, Pete, who's riding? I know you riding with your son. What a privilege. But who else is in the team this year?
So basically, Terésa, I'm obviously the road captain, which puts a little bit of pressure on me because I don't like being the road captain. But anyway, I'll take on the responsibility. Terence Stewart, who rode last year, he's the vice road captain because I needed 2RB to help me along, and he's a very strong rider. Bonnie Swanepoel, who's podiumed at a lot of events in her age category, she's riding it once again. It's her second tour. Henry Swart, it's his second tour. He's riding it again. And then Alistair Cronk is our media guy, but he's also riding it this year, which is fantastic. And he's convinced his wife, who is a top athlete and triathlete, she'll be riding with us as well. So Lynette Cronk is joining us. We've got Rowan Lyle, who's an ex-Italian cricket player. He's joining us. And then there's a new lady called Marwa Jekot. I think it's called Jekot. She's joining us, also a very, very strong cyclist. And yeah, so those are the riders going down. And then we've got a support crew of 5. We've beefed up our support crew because we felt that was needed. We've got Nikki, my wife, she's joining us this year for the whole tour, which is fantastic. We've got Val Daniel, she'll be assisting us as well. Annie Janssen van Rensburg is the tour manageress. She's going to be the director of affairs going on. And then we've got a full-time mechanic who's just come on board. His name's Craig. Craig, he's going to basically be our tour mechanic and looking after the bicycles. And we've got a young guy by the name of Keone. Keone has joined the foundation. We, along with Cadence World in Krugersdorp, have done a joint venture. He's currently employed by Cadence World, but we also supplement his income because he's going to be basically growing into the foundation as the foundation grows. And he is basically going to be helping with all the running around, the logistics, and most importantly, he's learning how to fly the drone so that he can do drone footage for us as well.
Wow. Peter, and I think it's necessary to put this on record, especially for the riders' sake. You're starting in Pontdrift, finishing in Fish Hoek. So in other words, it's downhill all the way.
Yeah, Terésa, that's a lovely joke. Unfortunately, I have to be honest with the riders. The route from Pontdrift to Polokwane is actually uphill. The first bit is uphill, 206 kilometers, but then it's pretty flat. And if you have a look at the back of the trailer, you start at the top and you go down. So to me, it's all downhill all the way. So 100%. There should be no pain along the route.
Yeah, I've just had to, because yeah, we had so many good jokes about it last time. Are you the oldest rider this year? I just want to confirm that too.
Just to let you know, when we start the tour, I'll be 3 months out of the age 60.
Oh. Yeah,
so it's my 60th birthday this year, and I am the oldest, yes. I'm the senior rider, and it's an absolute privilege to ride with my son Wesley. He's the other rider as well. He last year did all the drone footage and was a part of the support crew. This year he's riding along with us. I don't think I mentioned him in the riders, but there's 9 riders. Wesley is a very strong rider, and he's riding the full distance as well. So yeah, I think he will be the youngest. Yep, he will be the youngest, and then they all in between. I think the second oldest is Bonnie, and then Terence, and so it carries on down, right down to Wesley.
Yeah, but I think it's to say, if you can do it, being almost 60, there's a lot of other people who can do it too, and it's something they should really consider. And Pete, just to finish off, if people want to support this cause and want to, we said they can follow it, but if you want to make a donation and support you guys, where can we donate?
Okay, so you can go onto our website, tsfoundation.org. And it'll take you into our website, and there is a donate button, and that will take you into, obviously, I think Give and Gain, or a platform where you can actually go and make a donation. All donations are very, very welcome. As I say, every donation that is made basically will go to the children. It won't go towards a rider. It'll be applied to those children. And so you can go in there. The nice part on that website is you can actually go and watch last year's tour. So the video clipping of the 2021, sorry, not last year, 2021 tour is on there. Go and experience. You can see what the tour is about. And if you're interested in wanting to join the ride next year, please let us know, contact us. And then you can obviously follow all our social media platforms. You can join, obviously, on Facebook, the Thomson Smillie Foundation, and the Twitter, and all the various platforms, the social media platforms that are on there, because those daily recordings, etc., will be put out on all those social media platforms.
Yeah, and I personally can't wait to follow you guys and see how it's going, and I wish you all the best of luck. I'm definitely going to look every day and see what's happening. So good luck, Pete.
Thank you, Terésa. We're really looking forward to it. Nolan Hoffman will be riding from Bella Bella into Johannesburg with us, and Peter Seifert as well. So, as well as Sean Henderson. So we do have some guest riders along the route. So we're really looking forward to it. Follow us, people. It's an awesome journey. We will even have a live tracking. So those relatives and people who are interested, we will actually, like the Munga, you will be able to track us on a live tracking system. And yeah, just follow us, and thank you so much for the airtime, and we look forward to everybody's support along the route. It's really, really appreciated.
Follow and support. I think that's the most important. And thanks, Pete.
Absolutely.
Yeah, good luck
Thanks,
to everybody.
Terésa.
I will see you on the way. Hopefully, when you come through Gauteng, I will be there somewhere, waiting for you guys, waiting.
Well, you're more than welcome to join us for the bra at STS's offices in Bryanston. I'll liaise with you, and you're more than welcome to join us.
Yeah, that's maybe a good idea. I think we'll take you up on that. Okay, Pete.
Good.
Thanks so much, and we'll chat again. Maybe in the tour we should do an update, a quick one, and just tell people how you're doing and what's going on.
With the absolute greatest of pleasure,
Yeah.
Terésa. But remember that there are some areas we don't have signal in. Those deep, dark Tankwa days. Unfortunately, there's no signal. But ever we get signal, I'm more than happy to give you people an update.
I know, being 60, you go to bed at 7 and no signal is actually one of the excuses. I use it too, so I understand completely. I'll be gentle.
Thanks, Terésa.
Okay, Pete. Thanks, man.
Thank you. Bye.
Yes.